And Josh. Josh squared.
Josh squared.
Truth.
Josh is looking pretty good with the pink. I'm really digging it.
Just rocking pink today. It's the way it is. Well, hey, welcome back to another Fusion Live. We're so excited that you are all here. And don't forget to invite your friends, and we're just going to have a good time.
Yeah. If you see someone that's not in the chat, get them in here.
For sure. Just want to hit you up with a few announcements before we start and get into this. First things first, this live stream that we've been going on for 9 weeks now, which just blows my mind, is going to come to an end. We never intended this to go as long as it is, but that's just where we're at. And so we are going to have an end to it. We decided on June 4th. There is a reason for that. It's because there are some other things that we're going to be doing after that. So just because we're not doing live stream doesn't mean that we're not going to be together. But June 4th is going to be kind of our hard cutoff date for the live stream.
Yes, and then the following week after that, so June 11th, we're going to have a little celebration for our seniors. It's going to be a drive-in celebration. It's going to go from 7 to about 8:30. Hopefully the underclassmen can help us out with some fun stuff. Boys, we're going to need you on your skateboards. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to celebrate our seniors, and it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, and then following that, it is a tentative date. It is not set in stone, but Coronation could very well happen on June 28th. So put that on your calendars. It very well could happen. And we haven't really gotten all the details down, but we really hope that it works out.
Yeah, we're working on it. It's a weird time. Exciting announcement, Element Camp is going to be August 12th through the 16th, so an extra day. We're going to be able to just hang out for a day because it's usually pretty quick. About $160, but it's going to be super fun. Good old times, Huckleberry Shakes. I miss Huckleberry Shakes so much. But great times. Hopefully get stuck in some caves, climb some canyons, and go not flip the raft when we go off the waterfall. So
Yeah, I guess one last announcement, which is kind of, it's another kind of tentative date there. There isn't really a date yet. It's Summer Venture. It's going to happen. We hope it's going to be more local is how we're looking at it here. We will not be in a house it, but we are going to be spending time here somehow. So continue to send in your applications because we want you there. It will be a good time one way or another. We will grow. We will be challenged, and we really want you all there. So still sending your applications.
Absolutely. Yeah. And one little thing, make sure you're connecting with your journey group leader. We miss you guys, so make sure you answer. Make sure you can make the Zoom meetings and just check up on everybody, see how you're doing. Just keep connected during this time.
For sure. Yeah. And with that, I think we're ready to get going.
Yeah, we have a special guest today, don't we?
Truth, here, I'll let you take the stage.
What's up, guys?
Grant's here.
Good to see you all.
Hello, Grant. How are you doing?
Hello, Josh. I'm doing fine. How are you, Josh?
Doing pretty good. I'm digging the hoodie.
Thank you. I'm digging yours.
Where'd you get the hoodie? Oh, thanks, man.
Well, I got it from Elm Camp. Fall Retreat.
Elm Camp. Yeah, Fall Retreat. Yes,
Fall
exactly.
Fall Retreat, not Epic Elm Camp.
Epic High School Ministry. It's a pretty dope hoodie. We're going to play a game, aren't we, Grant?
Yes, we are.
But before we play the game, we're going to watch a video. So there's a lot of information in this video. Pay close attention. There's going to be some questions at the end. It's about a very good movie. The Incredibles. So let's do it.
Do they understand what's going on?
Yes. I hope. Make sure you guys pay attention. Yeah, remember everything. If you have a photographic memory, now is the time to use it. There's going to be some questions at the end. And if you get the question right, be the first person to answer it correctly, and you're going to get entered into the drawing. That bleeped me out. I don't know what I said that was so bad, but it bleeped me out.
I don't know, Josh.
What did I say, Grant?
I really don't know, Josh.
So you're going to pay close attention.
Very close attention. It
All
even
right.
reminds me of the video.
It's about to happen.
Oh boy, here we go. 2 minutes.
And go. Writer-director Brad Bird had made sketches of the Parr family as early as 1993, but set them aside until 1999, which his truly great Iron Giant movie failed at the box office. Bird circled back to his superhero idea, which he imagined would be a sort of throwback to the comic books and spy films in the 60s. By 2000, Bird had been hired to work on what would eventually become The Incredibles. Unlike previous Pixar projects, The Incredibles only had one director and one screenwriter, and it was perhaps that uniquely singular vision that made it so specific and universal. Bird based each member of the Parr family and their superpowers on established archetypes. For example, Violet, the shy teenage girl, voiced by Sarah Val, was given invisibility. It was finding the voice of costume designer Edna Mode that proved tricky to cast, so Bird just voiced the character himself, and a legend was born. No kidding, she's amazing.
Edna Mode. And guess.
The main plot revolves around Mr. Incredible, voiced by Craig T. Nelson, a former legendary hero who now works a boring bureaucratic desk job. His wife Helen, voiced by Holly Hunter, was formerly Elastigirl, and his best friend Frozone, voiced by Samuel L. Jackson. Mr. Incredible gets a second shot at reliving his former glory when he's hired by a mysterious employer who actually turns out to be a supervillain named Syndrome, who used to be Mr. Incredible's biggest fan and was voiced by Jason Lee. Pro tip, Mr. Incredible, don't be a jerk. Ultimately, the Parrs are forced to work together, each contributing their own special powers to form a family unit that's virtually unstoppable once they learn to trust each other more. Also, it turns out that the baby named Jack Jack is a shapeshifter who can do all sorts of insane stuff, but it's yet to be seen exactly what that stuff is. To underscore the 60s sci-fi influence, composer Michael Giacchino based the score off of the music of John Barry, whose themes for 11 of the James Bond movies are instantly recognizable. Specifically, he was inspired by On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and the soundtrack was recorded on analog tape at the behest of Bird to give it that same retro sound. Since this was the first Pixar film to feature an all-human cast, new technology was invented to accurately portray things like hair, skin, and general motions. Like The Iron Giant, The Incredibles received critical acclaim, but unlike The Iron Giant, it was a box office smash, bringing in more than $600 million against a $92 million budget. Pixar announced in March 2014 that a sequel was in the works and that Bird would return as writer and director, and that most of the cast is coming back. The movie will be out on June 15th. Get pumped and time. There you have it. 2 minutes of information to catch you up before the second movie, which finds Elastigirl fighting crime and campaigning for supers, while her husband, Mr. Incredible, stays home and raises the kid.
Are we back? Can they hear us?
You're back.
Oh,
We're
sweet.
back.
That was a lot of information.
Yes, it was.
That was a lot of
Hope you
information.
caught it all. Because I definitely did not.
Oh, hey, we've got Piers in the chat.
We got Piers?
Not Paris. Piers. Sorry we called you by the other name.
Yes, very sorry.
We're very excited to have you here with us. I hope you guys paid attention. I am not very good at paying attention. So let's see, let's see what the questions are. Question 1. Make sure you're the first person to give the answer. Question 1 is going to be, when were the first sketches of the Parr family created? I hope it pops up. Yes, when were the first sketches of the Parr family created? Oh, Jaden,
see.
I relate. I also forgot everything. Great, do you remember anything?
Some things.
Some things.
Visuals help. Visuals always help.
There was, yeah, there was something that happened this year. Oh, Kyle got it. 1993.
Oh, yes, Kyle.
Kyle. Wow, that was really quick. I don't
Kyle.
know how you got that. That was literally the first thing in the video. That
First
they said.
thing, first time. Just like last week.
Congratulations to Kyle, our first answer. But we've also got a lot more questions, so
Yes.
so keep going. Grant, do you want to read the second question? Oh, it's right there.
Yes. The Incredibles had one director and one what?
Superhero kid, like
He
Nacho
looks like.
Libre?
Yeah, I say he
Nacho
definitely
Libre?
reminds me of Nacho
Very good
Libre.
movie, right?
Definitely reminds me of him. I feel like this is him when he was young.
Yeah,
He was thinking about it.
Well, he had it. There was like a little montage of him when he was young. So was it like a fever dream that he? Producer, composer, wrong. Adam.
Adam.
Got it. It's a screenwriter. Yes.
That's amazing.
That's exactly what a screenwriter looks like. All right, question 3. Let's see what the next question is. Which character was too tricky to cast? Ooh. Hint for this one. She has a very interesting haircut. A
Yes.
haircut that I had for a very long time.
Oh no, Josh. What year was that?
Till I was 16.
Oh man, recently.
Yeah, I mean,
Very recently.
if it works, it works, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
If the bowl cut works, it works.
Yep.
Not
There you go.
violent. Kyle got
Kyle
it.
again.
Oh my gosh, Kyle's really quick on this.
Man, Kyle knows his movies.
Kyle was paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Props to him, because I was not.
Neither was I.
So we've got 2 Kyles. We've got 2 Kyles.
Yeah, 2 Kyles.
We've got Adam. Is that it? Wait, there was one more, wasn't there?
No, there's only 3 questions, Josh.
Oh, okay. I
Come
can't
on.
count either. I can't count.
Man, parents are really disappointed, I guess.
Next question. Let's keep it rolling. Grant, read it aloud.
Who voiced Mr. Incredible?
Oh, I remember this one because he's from Washington.
Oh,
He's
is
from
he?
the other side of Washington,
Other
the one that
side.
we don't talk about.
Nope,
Yeah.
no, we do not.
The one where it doesn't rain. and they're like weird. Actually, they do have some cool stuff.
They do.
Like, they have
They
like,
do.
what do they have?
I
What do
really,
they
don't,
have
I
out there?
really don't know. I don't know, sand.
What is out there? Sand. Yes, they've got sand.
They got very,
And they've
very
got shrubs.
shrubs.
And they're close to Idaho, where they grow
Yes.
potatoes. So,
Yes, very true, very true.
all right, come on.
I think
Does anybody get it?
Pierce.
Did Piers get it?
Yeah.
We don't see it here, but
We,
yes, he did get it.
Yes.
Congratulations, Piers. Thank you.
his job.
Ooh, sweet. Okay, so that's 4.
That's
questions. 4 questions. Just
4.
making sure. On to question 5. Let's go. Oh, I know this one. Who is Mr. Incredible's best friend? That's an easy one. That's an easy one. If you don't get that, you haven't seen the movie, clearly. He's got that iconic line. What is it?
Yes.
I just want to take a drink. I just want
Oh, right there. Pierce again.
Piers again.
Pierce
Yes.
again?
Sweet.
Yes.
Also, who's he voiced by? Samuel L. Jackson, a Jedi.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
pretty cool. What else? Samuel L. Jackson's also Nick Fury.
Oh, yes,
has
he
all the
is.
best roles.
Oh, yes.
Let's go, Grant. You got to get the next question.
Okay.
Let's see what the next one is.
What did syndrome used to be?
What it used to be.
He's definitely related to Mr. Incredible.
I mean, he was an annoying kid.
Yes, he was. He was. And he had a
very
very interesting haircut too.
He did have
Very
an interesting
interesting.
haircut and a weird looking suit.
He reminded me from he reminded me of that one guy from that one movie.
Got it.
Sawyer got it.
Sawyer.
Biggest fan. Yes, great job, Sawyer. What did he remind you of?
He reminded me of the
An annoying person?
the Burgermeister from what movie that is.
I have no clue what
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about. Next question. Burgermeister.
Yes, the Burgermeister from.
Giant. What power does Jack have? He's got a lot,
He does.
but I mean, they can all be summed up in a very simple
Yes.
phrase.
No,
Yeah.
he also has his haircut right. Like,
He does have like a little, like, it
Mm.
looks like a little wizard hat on
He
his head.
does.
It's a very, very great haircut. Ooh,
Really?
yes, Rini got it. Shapeshifter.
Rini.
Hey.
Ooh,
Good job, Santorini.
sweet, let's keep it rolling. Let's move to the next question. Grant,
Yes.
let's see what that next question is.
What was the theme recorded on?
I doubt they're gonna know this
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
This
it's
is
very
before all their
ancient.
times. I mean, it's even before my time.
Yes.
I'm pretty old. I mean,
It's
yeah.
very old.
Very tough one.
Ancient.
Let's see who was really paying attention. This is where we
Yes.
Hey,
separate.
watch it.
Yeah.
The tuba?
The tuba.
Not a tuba. I mean, there's probably a tuba
Well,
in there, but
Are
there's
you going to
a
accept that from Emma?
Well,
From
we.
tape. It's got to be more specific.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah.
It
You're almost
It is
there.
a kind of tape. Emma, you're like, you
You're
got
al-
50% of it.
Yes.
Just get the first word in front.
Yes, you got the
Oh,
second 50.
it's not a cassette tape.
No.
It's not a cassette tape. I mean,
It is.
it is a cassette tape, but there was another word for it in the video.
Yes.
In the video.
You gotta pay close attention. You gotta get the exact word.
Is it-
Tape recorder. Tape recorders for recording things, but
True, true.
not the
Yeah.
Incredible soundtrack.
We're looking for a different word.
Okay. Okay, I know what it
Yes,
is now.
it's the word for when something is not digital.
Yeah. Definitely.
If that makes any sense to you.
No, it does not, Josh. I do not understand you
I
at
know
all.
that. I understand
Yeah.
that. Yeah, see, Josh gets it. Josh and Josh, yes.
I know what you're saying. You might as well just told it what it is.
That's just you.
Oh, you
Well,
got
there
it,
we go.
Kyle.
Kyle,
Kyle.
again, for the third time. He has just done a hat trick.
So close.
Matthew right behind him.
Yes, all right. It is an analog tape. So
Yes.
it is a cassette tape, but analog is the word for something that's not digital. Next question. Ooh, The Incredibles was the first Pixar film to feature a what?
A what?
A what?
A what?
It was in the video. It was in the video, so you should be able to get it.
Yes.
What do you think it was, Grant?
Honestly, I missed this part.
Did you?
I can't believe you playing right on this part because I really don't know.
Well, luckily the answer's right in front of
Yes,
you,
it
Grant,
is.
so you can say what the answer is. Hopefully somebody gets it. Let's see.
Rini's close.
Rini's close.
Oh, okay,
Ooh.
okay, very close, very close.
Very close. Just
Very
phrase it a
close.
little differently,
Yes.
Rini. You're right there. Oh, Emma's right there too.
Emma's almost there.
Let's see who can rephrase it first. All human characters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Braden got it.
Yeah, Braden got it.
Braden got it. And
Yeah.
all human characters.
Braden.
All human cast.
Braden.
Yes. Great job,
Having
Braden.
fun.
They're part of that weird Pixar theory that like spans all the movies.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, is this the final question?
I think it is.
Oh, I think we have
We have.
maybe. Yes, probably.
we
Next
have
question.
We have one more after this.
Oh, so close. Question 10. How much money did The Incredibles bring in? Less than the Minions movie,
Ooh.
which is ridiculous.
Really? I did not know that.
Less than the Minions movie. How much do you think the Minions movie made?
Well, if it's more than what I'm seeing here, I would say probably 1 billion.
1 billion. More than $1 billion.
Two,
Over $1 billion.
2.3 billion.
Oh,
It was $1 billion, like
Matt-
1.4 billion,
Matthew.
something like that. Matthew got it.
Matthew.
Yes, Matthew did get it.
Matthew.
600 million. Stover, did you Google 641 million? It seems very oddly specific.
Yes, it does. yes, it does.
They're all saying it, different numbers. Now we're all Googling, no, it says this.
Good thing this is based on the video we watched where they said 600.
Ah,
Video.
very nice, Josh.
Gotta pay attention. So is that the last question, or I think we have more?
You do have one more. You
We-
just had the question numbers wrong. You got one more.
Oh, I have the
Okay.
question numbers wrong. Yes.
Ready?
What date did The Incredibles 2 come out?
Oh, it's the anniversary of it is
Yes.
next month. Yes.
Yes, it is.
And it's also, the date is the age you are when you get your driver's permit. So if you don't get it from those two clues.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, right? July 22nd.
July,
No,
definitely,
not July
definitely July 22nd.
Oh, Emma got it June 16th. No, wait.
No,
she did
no,
not get
no.
it.
Matthew got it.
Matthew got it June 15th.
And the year. Very
And the
nice.
year. We didn't ask for the year, Matthew.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Great job to all of our winners.
Yes.
That
You
was a
got
lot.
it, Matthew?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how they paid attention.
I don't know
I
either.
really don't know how. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna go into the Tim Talk here, number 1, and then we've got a great challenge coming up. But make sure you really dive into this Tim Talk. Have your Bibles ready. Make sure that you're taking all this information to heart. Yeah, just take some time to spend with the Lord and understand what you're being taught tonight.
Well, welcome to Fusion Online. I'm so glad to be back again with you this week. We're teaching through a series called American Idols, based on the popular TV show American Idol, and we're really pointing out some of the very subtle idols that we have here in America, things that have taken the place of God in our lives. All right, and we've talked about any number of them, and tonight we're looking at the idol of instant gratification. It is something that many of us have have used in our lives to replace God, and I want to call our attention to it. But maybe it's really best to look at a quick little video that will highlight this idol of instant gratification. Check this out.
Okay, sit in that chair. All right, here's the deal. Marshmallow for you. You can either wait, and I'll give you another one if you wait, or you can eat it now. When I come back, I'll give you another one, so then you'll have two. But stay in here and stay in the chair till I come back, okay? All right. I'm gonna go do something and then I'll come back.
It smells yummy. It smells really good.
All right, so it's up to you. You can have it now or you can wait. Okay? I'll be back. Stay in the chair, okay? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna leave and then I'll come back, okay? So you can either eat it right now or you can wait. Either way, okay? Okay. How'd you do? Did you do good? You did? Yeah. You wanted to eat it, didn't you? Yeah. So did I tell you to give you another one? Okay, now you can have both. You need them.
Oh, what did you think of that? Would you have eaten the marshmallow or what? I love the little kid that was nibbling on it. He's just like, oh, it's like, oh, have you ever wanted something so bad you just couldn't wait to get it? And so you went ahead and got it. I know I have been the victim of that kind of feeling since I was a little one. I remember that, and maybe you experience that even today, that the pressure to just get it right now. And in America, it's not that we do not just simply prefer instant gratification. We demand it. We live in a microwave mentality kind of world. Our culture is all about like fast food, right? We want food and we want it now. And we even not only want it now, but we now need somebody to drive it to us, right? Instant, right now we want it, and I want to be able to eat without having to go get it. And then what about the term rapid transit? Rapid transit. We want to be able to move quickly to where we're going without any kind of obstacles. We hop on rapid transit to get there quicker. Here's another one, instant coffee, right? Instant coffee, disgusting. That's gross. But some people would prefer it because it's fast. You know, a Keurig is kind of like the compromise, right? We make it really fast coffee, but it's almost drinkable. And maybe you've heard of this place called Jiffy Lube, right? We've got to get my oil changed quickly. And many of us are involved now in instant messaging of some sort, whether it be texting or some other thing on like Snapchat, right? You know, it's all fast, instant now, right? We not only prefer it, we demand it. And we see it, you know, it's nothing new. It's been a struggle that's been going on for centuries. And we see it in this story in the Bible between Jacob and Esau. Jacob and Esau. Now, Abraham's son was Isaac, and Isaac was the father of twins, Esau and Jacob. Esau was born first, but Jacob was born immediately after him, literally grabbing on to Esau's heel. And that kind of described the rest of their lives. They were different kinds of men. Esau was kind of the man's man, the outdoors, worked with his hands, acted on compulsion. You know, he was just that kind of guy. And Jacob was the thinker. He was the planner. And we read part of their story in Genesis 25. Let's take a look at it. Once, when Jacob, the planner, the thinker, was cooking some stew, Esau, right, the compulsive one, the one that went out and was a man's man, right, he went out and came in from the open country, famished. Okay, get this. Esau comes in from the hunt. He is really hungry. Evidently didn't catch anything, right? He's really hungry. And maybe, have you ever been backpacking and you didn't eat so good and you come home, it's like you can't wait to eat. And man, the first thing you see, you want to eat it. Or maybe after 30-hour famine, you know how it feels to have that spaghetti dinner in front of you, right? He said to Jacob, Esau says to Jacob, quick, let me have some of that red stew. I'm famished. I'm starving, he says, right? Let me have some of that stew you've created. Now, what we need to understand here is that Esau is demanding something of Jacob that isn't, a big deal. But because Jacob is a thinker, he's a planner, look what he says. Jacob replied, first, sell me your birthright. Sell me your birthright. Now, a birthright was a really big thing to the Hebrew people. And the birthright was a super big deal in their culture. Basically, it meant that the oldest son, which was Esau, would get more inheritance, he would get more land, he would get more honor, and Esau had all those things promised to him when his father died. And Jacob basically is saying, listen, I'll give you some of this stew if you give me your birthright, right? Look what happens. Esau says, look, I am about to die. Now, maybe he was. Maybe he just felt like it. Esau said, what good is my birthright to me? Hang on that for a moment. Esau is saying, listen, if I die right here and now, that birthright's not going to mean anything to me. I need it. I want it now. What's the birthright going to matter later anyways if I die right now? Right now I'm hungry and I want what I want right now. But Jacob said, swear to me first. Okay? Tell me, I get your birthright. And so Esau swore an oath to him, selling his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau some bread and some lentil stew. Right? So Esau acts on compulsion, doubt that he was going to die that quickly, but he was hungry, and he says, whatever, it's not going to matter. And so he ate some stew, and look at this. He ate and drank and then got up and left. Duh. Of course he did. He had his fill and he left full. It was good for the moment, but the next passage says this. So Esau despised his birthright. See, that's how instant gratification works. We get what we want. It's great for the moment, but it often leads to great regret afterwards. And so when we worship at the feet of the idol of instant gratification, we can expect that there is going to be some issues. There's going to be some loss. And we experience this, or we know we are worshiping at the feet of this idol when we do certain things. And I want you to look at them with me. Look at this. We know we're worshiping at the feet of the instant gratification idol when we make decisions based on feelings, not on principles. I feel this way, so I'm going to do this, right? See, many people go, well, I felt like doing it. And you know what? Feelings can be very misleading. If you're going to worship the Lord God and put your faith in him, you have got to live out your values. Your values are much more important than your feelings. See, what we value in life establish principles that we live by. If Esau had valued his birthright, he would have lived by the principle of it comes with a great deal of responsibility, and I'm not going to give that away simply so I can eat something. Esau didn't think that through, and so he ended up despising his birthright. We are going to make decisions based on principles that we have put in place way before we have feelings. Guardrails to direct our lives. But we're also, if we're going to worship at the feet of this idol of instant gratification, we're also going to make decisions during times of physical and emotional weakness. Have you ever made a decision, sent a text, right? Or an instant message or a snap when you were angry and then regretted it almost as soon as you sent it? There was some gratification in pushing send, but then you went, oh man, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Or have you ever made a decision when you were just feeling really weak and you just wanted something really bad, and by shopping, by buying something, it made you feel better for just a moment? Listen, when we make decisions during times of physical and emotional weakness, we're not willing to put off that decision making until we are in a better headspace where we've had some counsel. We're probably worshiping at the idol of instant gratification. And lastly, we do this when we are making decisions without considering the consequences. I just want it. I want it now. I know I'm going to be in debt if I do this, but I'm just going to live with the debt. See, friends, we can get just about anything we want right now, but there's always going to be consequences of that. And I'm here to tell you that the rush that we experience when we get what we want will not outlast the consequences of that decision. And we need to be making decisions with the long term in mind. And if we're not, we're probably worshiping at the feet of the idol of instant gratification. I want to talk about how to smash this idol in your lives, but we're going to do that when we come back. See you in a minute.
What's up?
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back to our second part of the video. So, we have a fun little time for you today. So we're going to play a game. It's called Shocking Bible Trivia, and it is exactly how it sounds. We are going to give you some shocking Bible facts, or questions, I guess, and we have to answer them. And if we get them wrong, or more so, how do you put this? If you get it right, then you don't have to go into the second phase of this challenge, which is getting shocked. So
Somebody's getting shocked.
So this is a nice, shocking device. You want to hold on to this?
Oh, yeah, totally.
You want to hold on to this? Oh, I didn't mean to start it.
You started it?
Good job, Josh.
Whoa. Oh, shoot!
Whoops.
I wasn't expecting that.
So what happens is we all have one of these things in our hands, and
It's not a
and
joke.
we push the button, and the light, you can't see it, but the light is going red and red and red, and then when it hits green, we have to push a button on this thing, and the last person to hit the button gets shocked. So if we get the answer correct on Bible trivia, then we do not get, we can put this down and not be a part of the shocking piece of it. As far as how we're going to do that, whoever grabs this red shirt first is the person.
Flag. It's
Flag.
obviously
This is a shirt. And
Flag.
actually, yeah, it's a shirt. But the first person to grab this gets to answer the question. If they get it wrong, do you want to do this?
Yes.
They have to have two of them, which basically all that means is it increases the chances that you're going to get shocked. It doesn't shock you more. It might. I don't know.
In your own opinion.
All I know is the other day I tested this out, and no one wanted to try it with me, so I did it by myself. And I didn't know that if nobody hit a button, then it shocks everybody. And so I got double shocked. It hurt really bad.
I wasn't expecting it.
So
now I know what I'm in for.
all right. So do we want to get this thing started?
I guess so. Let's do it.
All right.
Should we have,
First
a
question.
distance?
Someone should read the question aloud, right? And then say go.
Yeah,
I guess I'll do that.
Totally.
Great
All right.
planning.
Ready? First question. Which judge assassinated a king that was so obese that his sword disappeared into the king's belly? I guess you didn't say go, but go for it.
Go.
Yeah, you got it first.
Wait.
What's the answer?
Oh yeah, King Eglon. Yes.
That is incorrect.
King Moab!
That is incorrect.
Dang it!
Wait.
That is totally correct.
That was what we saw.
What's the answer?
The answer is. I switched it on you!
So you guys both missed out?
Confession. So we had a Zoom meeting earlier today, and he accidentally flashed us the answer to the question. So we thought we had this I didn't even read the question. I just knew the answer.
I took a picture.
So I don't know how this works. So I guess we all grab one. I don't know how to. Oh balls. Oh balls. All right. Ready? Oh gosh.
How do we start it?
So I'm gonna push the button.
And then
When that thing turns green, you have to push the button, and whoever is the last one gets shocked. Ready?
Okay.
Set. Oh my gosh. This is so scary. How's your reaction time?
Pretty good.
My gosh. Turn green! I swear.
wait.
I swear. Is it?
Yes.
Darn it, I got that shot. That wasn't that bad.
That was so long.
That really wasn't bad,
Why was
Josh.
that such a long time?
That wasn't that bad.
Wait, you got shocked too?
Yeah, I definitely got shocked. It wasn't
I
that
got
bad. I've had a worse experience being shocked.
So
Reaction time.
there's two settings on this. It goes level 1 and level 3. We don't know what
Yes.
is on a level 2.
There's wimps and extremes. No in between.
All right, let's do next question.
Oh.
Ready? The flag is gone.
It's gone.
All right, so whoever answers it first, that's how we'll do it. Because I doubt, but I do know, I do.
Ready?
Yep, go for it.
All right, here we go.
My ears are ringing. How many modern railroad cars would it take to fill Noah's Ark? Why don't we all just give a
How
answer?
close do we have to be?
So
how
what's your
close?
answer?
61.
61.
61.
How close
I'm
do we have to be?
guessing 132.
I guess I'll go high 400.
All right. Here's a fun fact. In 2020, can somebody read it?
In 2010, a freight train set a record of 3.5 mile long train. The Ark would require a train 8.5 miles long. Oh my gosh.
So what's the answer?
The answer is
Wow. We're all off.
569.
Well, I guess we all get to do it again.
Fun.
Hold on.
No.
You did the wrong thing.
Set.
We're good.
Okay.
It's not always that long, just so you're aware. It better not.
Why is it so ominous?
It is.
I'm ready. If I prematurely hit it, will I get shocked?
Probably.
Did he get it again?
2 in a row. Let's go.
Did you get it?
Yo, no.
Wait, did you press it again, Grant?
I'm leaving that alone. So
Why would you press
wait,
it
okay,
again?
hold on.
Accidentally, my bad.
So if you get it, then we both get shocked?
I guess so.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was like the last person.
No.
Yeah, everyone got shocked there. Okay, next question.
Guess you guys got to step up your reaction speed game.
Who was the oldest man in the Bible and how old was he? Go.
No.
Is it not Abraham?
Go for it.
How old is
I
he?
don't know. If people keep track of this.
I don't know.
896 years old is my guess, but I was pretty sure it was Abraham. But look that. he
Sure,
just-
Abraham, 960.
No, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. Abraham.
Was I?
Abraham 970.
Not Abraham, but 960.
What?
Methuselah.
Methuselah.
All three.
That's a first.
Fine, I'll just press the button really fast. I can do
Okay,
that.
ready? Go. I'm gonna try the premature. We don't know if it shocks you though.
Try it. No, it does. I got,
How many times?
wait. I also didn't get shocked. I also didn't get shocked. I think we put it at the same time. I did not get shocked. I was spared.
Freaking hurts.
I was
My
spared.
hand is vibrating right now.
Josh, I think it's because when you hit it, it cancels us. Because I also didn't get shocked.
Yeah, you were premature.
Gosh. Yep.
Whew.
Cats are never mentioned in the Bible. What animal is mentioned 41 times?
Ghost.
I feel like it's more than 41 times.
I don't know, cows? Some type of
Probably.
livestock?
Sloths.
I just thought of the first one that came to mind.
They're mentioned a lot.
Are they?
Yes!
Wait, are you talking about the sin sloth?
There was even a hint.
Cats?
Wait.
Oh, it's a dog.
That was a hint?
What a great hint.
Hint?
All three.
That was a great hint, Pastor Tim.
Gosh, what's the point of the trivia? Ready? I'm switching hands. Actually, no, my left hand. So.
Oh, that's the problem. I'm left-handed. I've been doing this with my right hand.
All right, ready? Gosh, this is... I have not been shocked yet.
So long. So ominous.
It really is.
Gosh, why is it... You can't, like, these shocks for such a long time.
They can't beat me.
Man, Josh.
Oh, man. Why did I do this? Bryce? Joah.
Ready?
On you. Which prophet famously cursed 42 young men
Elisha.
to death?
He is correct.
Yes, he
Did
is.
I have to, was I supposed to wait for the question to finish being
Yeah. but
Yep.
That's okay.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
So finish it
It's
is
all right, it's
what?
all right. It's me and Grant. No, you got it right.
I
You got it
didn't
right.
wait. I
It
didn't
is
wait.
definitely Elisha.
I feel bad.
Get struck twice
I
then.
haven't been shocked yet.
Here
I've
you
been
go.
really quick.
Yes, Josh, too.
Double shock.
You think it'll charge my Fitbit?
I really doubt it.
Ready?
You tried it.
I'm not gonna press it. Prove.
It hurts. You ready?
I'm ready,
Set.
as I'll ever be.
Wait, show
do
me
I
your
really wanna
Fitbit.
do this?
Show me your Fitbit.
It's
Let's see what charge
it's
Distraction!
didn't charge my Fitbit.
I forgot that you were still playing.
That was amazing. Distraction is the greatest game, guys.
That was really jarring.
Man.
You ready?
Wait, is there another?
Last one.
Oh,
Last one.
Did that hurt?
no,
Ready?
not at all.
Am I just a win?
Here's your
Okay, do you pronounce that Og or OG?
Yeah, right.
Og, the king of Bashan, was so large that he had a bed made of iron that was how long and wide? Gosh, that's a big, weird bed. Iron?
Long.
I'm going to say 12 foot by 16 feet.
Long enough to sleep on.
Long enough to sleep on and wide enough for his body to fit on it.
So
10, I don't know, 10 by 15? 10 by 12?
that would be very big. You're
You have
right.
to give it in cubits?
So the yeah. 13 feet
Oh.
long, 6 feet wide.
Well, here we go.
I was decently close.
Why is it so like,
It's two
that's,
king size beds end to end.
Oh, I was decently
Huh.
close.
yeah, I was going to say, 'cause that's like, what, a king is 6 feet wide? So it's just like super long? Was he super tall?
And he was a giant.
Oh.
I thought he was also very wide, but.
Guess not.
Probably.
All right.
All right, this time I'm playing. I'm not getting shocked on
Goodness
purpose.
gracious.
Good luck,
Set.
Josh.
Set, go. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Intensity.
I know, right? How long is it gonna last?
We should just call this segment "Watch Josh Vincent Get Shot."
It goes on for like 10 seconds. So dumb. All right. Is that it?
That it?
Is that the last question?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks,
Well,
Josh.
thank you for watching us in pain. Or
Yes.
I don't know where to go from here. Other than Tim is going to give us another talk, and yeah, you have a good Tim talk.
Well, welcome back. We're talking about the American Idol of instant gratification. We talked about knowing that we're worshiping at the feet of that idol, when we make decisions based on feelings, not principles, during times of physical and emotional weakness, and without considering the consequences. Basically, it's when our demand for instant gratification prompts us to take the matter out of God's hands and puts it into our own. We take control of that. To run ahead of God instead of following him faithfully. To try to hurry God up instead of waiting on God and in his perfect timing. Then we have stopped serving God and begun sacrificing to an idol, the idol of instant gratification. So, how do we overcome the microwave Christianity? How do we smash the idol of instant gratification? Well, I think the best way to smash this thing is not going to be really popular. It's not going to be a whole lot of fun. It's not going to give you any kind of instant gratification. It is to practice spiritual disciplines. The spiritual disciplines will help you to smash the idol of instant gratification. And how are we going to do that? Well, let me give you 4 spiritual disciplines that will really help you in smashing this idol. The first spiritual discipline is the spiritual discipline of fasting. Fasting means going without something, purposely not doing something. Now, initially, fasting was food, right? You would go for a period of time without eating. You would feel the pain, the actual physical pain of being hungry. And you would learn to live with that pain, that drive on purpose, to train your body to not need something as soon as you got a feeling, right? And so fasting was a way of training our body to turn to God when we had struggles, when we had suffering, when we had pain. And so if you begin to fast food, not eating fast food, but fasting from food, do it for a day. Then do it for maybe 3 days. And then come back and do it for a week. But if you learn to fast on food, you will find that you are training your body. But you can fast from other things. You can fast from, screen time. Say, for this week, I'm not going to have any screen time. Yes, that includes my phone unless it's an old-fashioned text message. That's crazy. But if you did it, you would find that you would slow your pace down. Now, don't do that without telling people in your life, hey, listen, I'm avoiding screen time for a week. Don't go ghosting on them, right? Tell them, inform them, and then take some time off. Social media, fast from social media. Oh my gosh, during this COVID thing, that would help all of us to just get off of social media. But fast from it, okay? Another discipline that you could use is meditation. Meditation is basically this. It's taking the Word of God and then mulling it over in your mind. And so our idea of meditation basically is this. Go someplace where you can sit quietly, read a very short passage of God's Word, and then just mull that over in your mind. Tear it apart in your mind and turn it into a prayer that you pray internally. Meditate on it. Think on it. Pray it. Give it back to God. Let it turn into a praise song. Hear God saying it back to you. That's what it means to meditate. And the more you meditate and take time with God, the less likely you're going to give in to instant gratification. Here's another discipline, prayer. Learning to pray. So instead of just going, oh yeah, I'd like to have that, and you just hit click, and it's yours. Start praying this. Say, God, before I make every decision, even small ones, I'm going to start praying, Lord, to your will be done. I want it to be about you. And so before you even make simple decisions, learn to pray. God, I want your will to be done. Is this what you would have me do with your resources? Learn to pray before every decision. Every decision. And you'll find that you'll give in less and idle of instant gratification. And lastly, Simplicity. Simplicity, the spiritual discipline of simplicity. No, you don't need the newest iPhone. You may feel like you do. The spiritual discipline of simplicity says, I don't need that. I want that, but I don't need that. And so living a life of simplicity is living a life that's uncluttered. Living a life that doesn't have all of these wants confusing what I really need. And I decide to live a life of needs, not wants. And so I just keep my life very simple. It frees up more funds so that I can give more generously. It allows me to have less clutter in my life, so there's less noise when I pray, right? Living a life of simplicity will set you free from the idol of instant gratification. So these are just a few of the spiritual disciplines that I think would really help you. And, listen, here's the thought I want to leave you with this week. Am I waiting on God? When we serve the idol of instant gratification, we're choosing to not wait. We're saying, I want it now. I want what I want, and I want it now. But a Christ follower who's truly worshiping the God of heaven, the God of the Bible, is willing to say, God, your timing is best. And maybe I want it now, but I'm willing to wait on you because your timing is perfect. I would encourage you to ask this question of yourself often. Am I waiting on God? Or am I rushing ahead? Am I pushing him along? Am I seeking what I want, not what he wants? Am I waiting on God? And if the answer is no, you may be worshiping at the feet of the idol of instant gratification. But if you can say yes to this, then God is in the right place in your life, and you will experience his great provision. My prayer is that you will learn more and more to answer this question. Yes, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the will of God. I love you guys, and I really want so desperately to be with you. Can't wait till the next time that happens. God bless you.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
Hello, guys.
We were just discussing how if Kyle doesn't get the drawing, I'll shock myself again, honestly.
How many of them? 2, 4?
Excuse me, Grant, really? Okay, well, if Kyle doesn't get it, because we're giving Kyle 10 extra in the drawing because of a little bit of an issue last week where Kyle guessed the correct answer and didn't get credited.
Yes.
So if Kyle doesn't win the drawing, I'll shock myself. I don't know about 4, Grant. I don't know how to hold 4. Do you really want me to? Okay. Anyway, so we've got Grant here, and we're going to ask him just a little bit about how his quarantine's going. Yeah, Grant, what's one positive thing that's
One positive thing, I've been at home, so I've been doing a lot of stuff in my aquarium, learning.
That's awesome.
Getting ready for my marine biology career.
Yes, future marine biologist.
Yes, be ready for that, guys.
Learning under Russ Higley.
Yes.
Very interesting guy.
Yes.
Very interesting guy. Anyway, what's a negative thing about quarantine?
Well, I've been stuck with the same 3 people for the past, I don't know how long. I've lost count. I lost count after 2 weeks.
Oh, you're just stuck with your family.
I'm stuck with my family.
You just have to spend quality time with your family.
Sucks. I'm joking. No, it doesn't. It's a great time.
What would you say if your sister was watching this stream?
Man, it's been a great time.
All right. Well, what's one thing you miss about Fusion?
I really miss the community part of it. I miss talking to everybody. Yeah, I've been reaching out to some people. That's how they've been doing.
That's awesome. You want to shout anybody out?
I don't know.
You don't want to shout out our small group?
Yeah, our very
Our very own Kyle, who's
Yes.
going to win the drawing.
Kyle-
Or else
Kyle-
I'm getting shocked. by
Kyle
recordings.
most likely win. What?
He
2
better win.
times.
Anyway, well, thank you for Grant for coming on the show. We're gonna dive into the drawing now. Isn't that exciting? So at the very beginning of every stream, comment your name, make sure you don't forget, and you're gonna get entered into the drawing automatically. We're giving Kyle 10 extra because he got the right answer last week and didn't get credited. Yeah, so you're gonna win a gift card, hopefully, and we're gonna have 2 winners. One of them better be Kyle.
Better.
I swear.
Or you're getting this again.
I want to see if Connor excited to do it. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Why are you excited to do this again, Josh?
I don't know. That's just how I am. All right, let's do the drawing. Grant, you want to call the stop? Please.
And stop.
Yes.
Kyle.
Okay.
What
Yes,
luck.
yes.
Duh.
That is his third time winning, I believe. That is the mystical Kyle hat trick.
Well, now I'm curious though. Now I'm really curious.
Well, if Kyle doesn't win this one, then you do it.
Okay, yeah. If Kyle
Okay.
doesn't win this one, I'll shock myself.
So if Kyle doesn't win this, Josh is going to get shocked again.
Do I
Wow.
really want to do 4 though?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do, Josh.
All right. So let's get Kyle a double win. Kyle,
Right.
it's you and me. Yeah, let's do it. Please.
Stop. Let's love it. Let's set this thing up.
Woo! Yeah, finally.
I should never be left alone in a casino. Clearly. Oh, this is gonna be bad, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Just don't
All
hit.
4?
Yeah, just don't hit any buttons.
Now I'm really scared.
Oh man, this is me good.
It can't be that bad, right? I've experienced it already.
Do it anyway.
I know what it's gonna be like. That red light is really freaking me out. All right, my knees buckled a little bit. Josh, I don't know why you couldn't take it, man. Sorry, that was really bad.
That's amazing.
All right, so hopefully we can come back to the church soon and you guys can experience this yourselves and know that wasn't easy. Tune in next week again. And just know that we're doing this as long as we have to, but we want to stay connected with each other. So make sure you're communicating with your group leaders. Make sure you're checking in on each other. Stay connected as the body of Christ during this time. We'll see you all next week.